I think we all know Masjid Negara or National Mosque. It is an astute modern building. Go.
Hi, handsome.
Hello. And was built after independence by the first Prime Minister Tunku Abdul Rahman. But before that, our nation, or Malaya, especially in its capital, Kuala Lumpur, where residents of English sits, even though at that time KL was part of Selangor, there is another national mosque at the time, which is Masjid Jamek. Surprised me earlier this year when our tourism board and minister announced that Visit Malaysia 2026 video montage. There's no footage promoting mosque, even the mosque is a bigger part of the building of this nation. A lot of history happens in mosques. If we go back, way back in Malacca, there was a grand mosque nearby the Malacca Grand Palace, but it was demolished by the Portuguese. Fast forward, before 1967, the Masjid Jamek was our national mosque. In fact, it is the meeting place of two rivers, which is the Klang River and also the Gombak River, which led to the naming right of Kuala Lumpur as the meeting place of the mud carries by the two rivers.
So there you have it. It is the oldest mosque in KL, and the architecture was taken from northern Mughal India, and it was the national mosque until 1967 when the current national mosque was opened. If you can see clearly that's the Quranic verses on the wall. The verses were taken from the Al-Ikhlas Surah. Nearby here, there is a mosque garden. So we're going to look at one of the oldest mosques in KL. It's like a mosque in a tropical oasis. If you look here, they put a little pond of river and lots of tropical garden, and then behind the wall is the mosque with another garden. So they renovate this place and rename it River of Life in 2015. Squirrel, squirrel. Around here used to be the new government building when it was first introduced or opened in the early 20th century. It was built for the British residences, offices. At the time, KL was part of Selangor. It has the same Moor and Indian architecture built to it. Very old school. If you look at orange brick or clay bricks, telling us that it was opened in 1908. It is made of marble. The signage is made of marble, like the floor here. All floor are old school style, made of marble. So this mosque is almost 120 years. Inside the mausoleum, praying area, you can see it's very old school. It has the same looks like almost, for example, in Johor, Sultan Ibrahim Mosque in Johor, in JB. Look at all the walls. Chandelier is also very old type. Different door motifs. Now it's not praying time, so it is closed. Visitor only allowed until this area. Maybe because they are cleaning up this place. So look at the window. The window is foldable kind of window, and it has that middle section where you can push the window. Very interesting built. So here it stated that previous owner of the mosque actually is belonged to the Selangor state government. So now they are naming it back in 2017 and give it to KL as Masjid Jamek Sultan Abdul Samad Kuala Lumpur, because Sultan Abdul Samad actually was the fourth Selangor Sultan. You can see all this usually are tourists. I don't know if this is local, but usually those who are visiting this mosque outside of praying hours are tourists. I don't know what's the Ministry of Tourism, when the footage of Malaysia, Visit Malaysia 2006. The other side of the mosque is where the garden is. I think it's not like a very well kept garden anymore. It's just trim garden. But it has a lot of this. It has a lot of those coconut trees You can see in this garden, this is the original landscape of this mosque when it first opened in 1908, where if you look at the photos, lots of coconut trees. This is what KL looks like in the past. So you might want to visit this place. It opened at 10 a.m. in the morning until 12, and then we open at 2 until 4. So if you have time, maybe you want to visit. So if you have time, maybe you want to visit this place, since it is quite a heritage building. It is almost 120 years old. So this is the type of building that KL should be renowned of, not just the high skyscrapers. This is one of the earliest buildings that made KL as it stands today. Almost 1 century and a half later, KL is a very well-known city across the world. Sini. Come. Allah. But he said